y'all, thanks for joining me for another episode of Screw the Cubicle TV, where you know all I talk about is how to quit your job, bust through those fears, and create a business that is on your own terms. So I'm Lydia Lee, just in case you didn't know who I was, and today I want to talk a little bit about something that we're all probably addicted to and how we can use it for good, which is Facebook. How to use Facebook to find customers and also help you define and discover business ideas that you can create. So as you guys know, everybody and their dog is on Facebook. Everyone's sharing all their dirty laundry and information on social media these days, and you can use it to benefit your research phase when you start to create a business, or if you're in a business and you're trying to find customers and start having conversations with them, because at the end of the day, you're building an online business which require you to be online. So this is a great way to kind of start getting familiar with using Facebook to connect to people that could be an ideal market or ideal demographic or person that will be attracted to your business. So when you get into your Facebook, you've got a search bar where you can search for different types of groups that may relate to your business idea or to the people that you think may represent future customers for you. So if you type in certain keywords that relate, so for example, let's say you're a web designer, you may join web designer groups to get insight on what's going on in the online world with web designers, but you might also join entrepreneur groups. So if you're particularly targeting women entrepreneurs, for example, there are entrepreneur groups online that are only women-based. Maybe it's more specific niche, like women spiritual entrepreneurs, and they've got a group for that. So you can try different keywords to try to find different groups that might relate to this common interest that you might share. Another way that I sometimes find my peeps are also about thinking about what books they're reading, right? That's related to my interests and could lead us to kind of this common value that we share. So for example, I join groups that are related to people like Elizabeth Gilbert, right? Because I know that I love her book, Big Magic, and most likely the people that I'm attracted to and that are attracted to my own message with Screw the Cubicle will most likely be reading those books as well. So I could also join that group and ask questions of the women and men that are in that particular group. So the point of joining these groups are for a couple reasons. So one of them is simply to start having conversations with people, right? Because one of the things that you probably have heard me say before in other videos that I've broadcasted is about when you create a business, you're creating a solution to solve a problem, right, for somebody in a particular niche market. So basically, you're in the business of solving problems. So you want to find out what are the problems that people have in that realm or industry or problem that you solve, and what are they specifically saying to describe this problem? What have they tried? You know, what have they been angst with, what have been keeping them up at night that's causing them this pain that eventually may need your help to help solve? And what do they imagine are solutions that they need? You know, get it from the horse's mouth. Stop guessing. You might be right because you might be the expert, you might be immersed in this type of world that you're trying to create, but you want to get it from real people's mouths about what are they suffering from, to allow you to have clues as to what to create as a business or how to craft up those solutions anyway in your business, so you have a bit of a process. And if you don't know what your business idea is, but you have a vague feeling about this person or you have a vague feeling about an industry, the groups are really great to ask questions or to validate something that you think might be true. So the great thing about groups is that they're really supportive. So you can introduce yourself and start to go, you know, I'm someone that's still in corporate. I really want to bust out and do my own thing and do something I love. I'm thinking about this idea. Is there anyone in this group that suffers with this problem? And could you tell me a little bit about what it is that you're suffering with? And maybe I can help you, and it'll actually give me some insight as to what I can create for the future to help solve this problem for people just like you. And people are always really, really happy to help. And one of the key things to do in groups is to listen. So when you join a group and you've been accepted into a group, there's another search bar that's within that group that you can search for certain keywords so that you don't have to start scrolling up and down on that Facebook page or group page. You can start to search for particular topics or conversations that already happened in the past that you can read to give you, again, more insight, more answers into what people are thinking in that industry that you're trying to play in with your business. Okay, so I like to dedicate about probably 3 days out of the week, and let's say an hour a day, so that's about a total of 3 hours a week, sleuthing. What I call sleuthing and playing detective on the online world, and using Facebook to kind of get information, get insight, talk to people, introduce myself, ask questions, do a poll. You can do polls now in Facebook groups. And I think people will be really, really helpful for you. And again, you're going to feel supported because you're asking real humans. You're not by yourself, you're asking for support, and you're also asking for information. And you're not selling them anything at this point. You're really just gathering insight. Okay, so those are the two things that you can start using Facebook groups for: validating an idea by asking questions, or just being around people and really figuring out what people are talking about in that realm of industry that you want to play in. Okay, so I hope that was really, really valuable for you. And I talk about this a lot more in my video blog post. So underneath this video, you'll see a link for my video blog, or if you're already on my video blog, you can start to read more about it below this video, where I break things down about how to introduce yourself, some sample questions about what you can post, and I'll give you screenshots of examples of this, so you don't feel shy to be in a group and you know exactly kind of what to do. You can totally copy and paste what I've written and use some of your personalization in it to get started. And before you know it, you'll be all comfortable and communicating with the people that you're meant to help. Okay, I hope that was helpful for you, and thanks for joining me again for this episode, and hope to see you on the next one. Have a great day. Hey, thank you so very much for watching Screw the Cubicle TV, and don't forget to subscribe below to get all the latest cubicle crashing content on how to quit your 9 to 5 and create a life and business on your own terms.